and welcome to the Free State Arts Festival. I'm Ricky Meiberg, and with us today in studio, we have Atandwa Kane and Tineri van Wyk Loots. Welcome.
Bye, dankie.
Thank you very much.
So you are part of GIF, Poison, or Ichefu.
Yes.
And have you been with this production anywhere else, or is this the first time?
The production is debuting here at the Free State Arts Festival. We've been rehearsing here at Parkhoff's, and as far as I understand, it is like a Parkhoff. It's a Free State National Arts Festival and initiative as well, alongside with Erwin Maas. So we will be debuting here in South Africa. The play has only been recently translated into English. The English version of it, because it's a Dutch play by Lot Vekemans. It's been translated into many languages. It's been done all over the world, but it's only just been done in New York last year, November, and now we are premiering here. But the wonderful thing is that we're not only doing it in English, we are doing it in multiple languages, so it's in English, Afrikaans, and Xhosa.
Wow.
Yes.
So that must be quite an experience. I mean, you've been working with Erwin Maas. It's the first time this play is being done in South Africa. And can you please tell me a bit more about what is the play about?
Poison is about two people that meet after a long time, after 9 or 10 years, after the tragic loss of their child. And it's a play about two people coming together to console one another, to grieve, to find closure, because their parting was not
On great
terms. Yeah. So it's a play about healing. It's a play about almost reconciling between two human beings. It's one of the most difficult plays actually, because it's so brilliantly written.
So beautifully written.
All the work is in the script. So as an actor, to come along and take that upon yourself, there's not much you have to do with it, but there's a whole lot you have to bring to it.
It's also it's because it's a story about people. It's universal, and the magical thing about universal plays that are well written are it resounds with you on a personal level, and because it resounds with you on a personal level, you're able to see the greater picture, and you're starting to recognize it in your immediate situation and in society, and then it becomes bigger than that, and you start seeing political things and you start seeing world things in it. But it's actually, at the end of the day, just about two people who are trying to understand each other and trying to understand themselves. En ek dink dit is verskriklik mooi. Dis regtig 'n verskriklike mooi storie, and as our director says, it's so hopeful as well. And it's unexpected. It's so simple and delicate and unexpected. And I really recommend that you come and see it, because it leaves you with such an open feeling in your heart. So, yeah, kom maak 'n draai.
You also have a third player. You said something about vocals.
Yes. Erwin Maas decided to, it's not written in the script, but he decided to put a vocalist in the play at certain parts in the play to help with the transition and moving it on. And in South Africa, we're using Kenny Rahodzwane, who's this amazing African vocalist. It's haunting
sounds, and it's so beautiful and effortless. And it immediately gives it a space. It's really, really wonderful, and it's also so finely introduced. Yeah,
it is like the music itself is another character. The music that he brings to it, to the whole piece, and it's kind of eerie and just ever present somewhere. It gets to us, and we're the ones in the play. And we're like, what is that? Where's it coming from? Who is that?
Tell me, what do you want the audience to learn from this production, to step away with what I almost want to say lesson?
You know what, it's hard to say that there is a lesson to be learned in the script. I think it's more of a realization, and ek dink dit is wat met die karakters gebeur ook, is ek dink hulle kom op 'n plek waar hulle verwording met mekaar kan deel, en dit is wat mense hoop die gehoor ook sal lees. Soos ek sê, it's such an incredibly simple story, and it's so beautiful. It really is just about people and what they need and what we need from each other in order to continue and in order to live and to love and to be happy. And that search for happiness, what is it that you're holding on to that's preventing you from being happy?
Yeah, I know each and every one of us are different. We're so different. And so your process to get to a certain point from one point is never the same. We all grieve differently. We all experience certain things differently. So, and your time is your own. So there's no expected time to achieve a certain goal when it comes to feelings or your emotional trajectory. It happens when it's supposed to. It happens at a certain moment.
And you don't know what that moment will be. And I think at the end of the day, what I've brought away from the play
Are you
is
crying?
no. Yes.
You're crying.
It's just being near you makes me want to weep. No, what I really think is opposite to what I guess I'm saying to you now is that the play has given me that idea and just imported upon me how we need to go about with understanding and kindness with each other. En 'n bietjie bedagsaamheid en 'n bietjie deernis en 'n bietjie begrip bring ons soveel verder in ons menslikheid. And I think that is what's so beautiful about this play, is about people trying to understand each other even though we are so very, very different as individuals, as people.
Yeah. Have you worked together before? Or is this the first time?
Yes, we
We
have.
have. Was it 10, 9, 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost just
Sure.
like we refer to in the play.
Wow.
We did the Tempest
Okay.
from the Baxter Theatre we toured England from the RSC.
The
with
Royal
Arnold.
Shakespeare Company. Yeah.
It's the first time I met her in Cape Town, and she's just as beautiful,
Oh.
and even more talented, which is ever so daunting for me on stage. And I watch her on stage in rehearsals. I'm watching, and I realize, I'm in the show too. I have to act now. It's like a show on
Absolutely
stage.
ridiculous. It's really wonderful to work with somebody who you feel comfortable with, who you feel you can trust, and who is there with you every step of the way. Ons was van die heel eerste repetisie af was ons absoluut albei 100% daar, en dit is so verrykend en so lekker, and it's wonderful because then you can just be so open on stage. And especially because the play does touch upon things like grief and relationships, it's really wonderful to be so vulnerable together on stage, and it's a real joy.
If I may ask, which productions would you like to watch during the festival this year?
You know what? If I could see Poison. It's so unfortunate that I can't see it because it's so beautiful. I'd like to see it, but I can't because we're in it. I want to see, of course, for obvious reasons, So Miss Daisy with Sandra Prinsloo and Dr. John
Yes,
Carney.
of course.
Dr. John Carney. And we wanted to see Tao. And
Yes, we want to go and see Tao. Suddenly the Storm is
Suddenly
also
the
happening
Storm.
here, but I don't know if we're hoping. There's so much that we want to see.
Yeah.
I definitely want to try and go to see Picnic by Mpande.
And there's also this interesting guy who bakes bread during his performance. It's called A Cup of Tea and a Slice of Bread, I think.
Oh, yes.
Because I met him, and he's such an amazingly interesting man, and I'd love to see
Wow.
his performance. He's so sweet and kind and just endearing. So A Cup of Tea and a Slice of Bread, I think it's called. I'd like to see that.
We didn't come to hell for the croissants. I'd like
yes,
to go
of
and
course.
see. Buitenland.
Awesome! I want to see Awesome!
Awesome!
Someone else is in Awesome!
And Altar, I also wouldn't mind
Yes.
giving a little bit of a look at.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Before I say goodbye, I just would like to ask you, when and where will you be showing?
Well, we have these magical, handy little flyers that will tell us. Our first show is on Tuesday at 5:30, and then there's another show on Tuesday at 8:30, and then on the 21st at 5. And would you like to say the last one?
On the 22nd at 8 o'clock in the evening is the last show of GIF, Poison, Itjefo. So I'm auditioning for your job.
Nice. I think you
And,
have this.
This will all be happening at the Andre Huguenet Theatre, and it's under the direction of the illustrious director Erwin Maas.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. I appreciate it, and good luck with the show and enjoy the festival.
Thank
Thank
very
you. We'll
much.
see you there.
Do not miss Poison, GIF, Ichefu at the Andre Huguenet Theatre this week with the Vrystaat Kunstefees. Thank you.